how do we frame why we're here? We have heard from a whole lot of people this morning that we need to do this. Climate change, all of those things are absolutely critical. And I'm just going to make it worse. So I'm sorry. I was at it was an Ozwater conference earlier this year called Connected by Water, and I went to a workshop, and Cynthia Mitchell, who is an amazing human, did a workshop. And as a precursor of that workshop, I thought it was a workshop on how to connect with people, but she started with these slides. They're not her slides, and anybody can get hold of them, but they really almost smacked me in the head, because we've been talking about this for so long. We know that things are dire, but when I saw these slides, I just went, holy crap, you know. I apologise for my language too. I think most of you who know me, I'm not the most formal of people. But it's really quite scary. And the changes that we're seeing currently within our environment are so significant. They are beyond things that we ever predicted. We knew things were changing. We've been monitoring it. We've had science. We all know it. But these graphs were like, wow, that's nuts. So North Atlantic sea surface temperature anomaly. There's the mean from 1982 to 2023. So even that isn't a long time, but look at that. That line is 2023. It has gone through the roof. The next one, so, of course, with this significant change, they're predicting that we're actually going to lose the Gulf Stream. That is the most significant impact in Europe that I almost can't even comprehend that. But now it's, by 2025, what's this year? It's 2024. What's going to happen when that actually happens? The Arctic sea ice. And I know everybody reads these headlines. I read them too. And I went, oh my gosh. But you look at these figures and they are so dramatic that something is going to happen really big and really soon. And it's really soon. And I used to think that my kids were going to be okay. They're not anymore. I know that it's going to hit them. So it's so immediate, this change that we're seeing. And of course, the 6 standard deviations. So no longer is that data set representative. We have gone beyond 6 standard deviations of the mean, which means that the mean is irrelevant now. So all of this stuff that we thought we knew, we actually don't. And I sort of walked away and I went, oh crap, what can we do? And then the other speakers and other people that you connect with, the one word that keeps coming back is hope. And that is such an incredible feeling and power. And so I know that this is, and there's more, but wait, there's more. The hottest summer, in Perth. But this article, ABC, thanks Em, 18th of March. Okay, nobody's talking about the heat-related health problems. We know they are massive, absolutely massive. It's hot. Everyone goes, it's hot. And they just say, oh, it's hot again. But they don't think about what that actually means. It's, they just belief in the climate as we know it, because, okay, this is an anomaly, surely. Surely this is just never going to happen again and we're going back to what it used to be. I don't think so. The next one, another ABC. And David actually mentioned this one too. So rise 60% heat-related deaths. We know, but that's the other thing. All you need to do is Google it. 200 articles that say heat kills more people than anything else. And yet we still haven't done anything about it. And so you add on water. And this is the bit that also affects people's mental health, their physical health. I don't know about you, but I'm feel wrong because it hasn't rained. We're used to it not raining much. We're not used to it not raining this much. And that's really, really tough. So it's tough on us, but oh my goodness, how horrible is our environment coping? It is scary out there. Again, we've all seen this. We're seeing such death that we can't even do anything about this. So whole patches of our forests are now dying because they haven't had any rain. And I was thinking about this conference and its ability to do something to this. Oh, that's big, isn't it? I don't know quite what we're going to do. So I apologise for that. But, oh, look, don't worry, there's more. So the council, street trees, and there's an app now that UWA have put together to help really look at this from some remote sensing information and then some ground truthing. So I hope everybody will get on board. But yes, some of these areas are even irrigated and yet they're dying. So our temperature and our climate has shifted so substantially that it's a little bit scary. Fauna, and this is just tragic, the turtles in Bibra Lake, because the wetland's drying up and the foxes can get them. And that's not, how do we as a community respond to such significant, substantial and fast change that has occurred to us, within us, but not just to us as a people. When we talk about urban greening, often it's for human comfort, for human well-being. At what point do we act because the environment needs us to act as well? Sorry, little heavy. So what can we do? And then it was supposed to be, yay, it's Hydropolis, solve the whole thing. I know that's going a little bit too far, but I guess it's coming back to all of us are in this room for a reason. We're all part of this conversation, this journey, because we feel we need to do something. We've heard this morning from Kat and Alwyn, just act, just ask, just do. That sort of stuff is really important. But the other thing is we already have so many of the tools there. We have strategy. So many local governments have got an urban greening strategy. We've got the state planning strategy. I know it's a little old, but it still says exactly what we need it to say. Sustainability strategies, waterwise strategies, strategic community plans. We've got so many strategies that say we've got to do something. I don't know if we're doing it. We've got policies. You can find good things in all of these policies that support whatever it is you want to do. You can use policy for good or evil. It is a complete choice. So really, there is so much in here that will facilitate, support, enable what we're trying to achieve. It's already there. We don't need significant changes. We just need to implement it. We've got so many guidelines as well. We've got guidelines for planning, guidelines for engineering, guidelines for landscape, guidelines for water, guidelines for alternative water. Are there too many guidelines? I don't know, probably hard to find. The information's there. And there's some simple guidance. There's some research. We've got all the research now as well. I think we do know what we need to do. We've got the good demo projects, and you've seen some stellars this morning. And I'm very grateful to all of those presenters because it can be done. And I think the conversation that we're hearing from them is, yes, it might be hard. It's harder than we're normally used to, but hey, it's worth it in the end. So we see the streetscape, we see the built form. Every greenfield subdivision does water-sensitive urban design. They all do. They've been doing it for 15 years. We can't say anymore that they don't do it. But maybe we can do it better. And coming back to Jeremy's point, you've got to put it into everything we do. It's just got to be the add-on, or not an add-on. It's got to be the critical, fundamental thing that we want to do because everybody's doing it. Water reuse isn't even that difficult anymore. We've just got to do it. Again, it comes down to cost, though, doesn't it? We've even got, sorry, I apologise, we have supportive service providers. So the Water Corporation supporting great projects, schools, they're putting in tree pits, they're putting in rain gardens. That's the trial of the Bentley grey water system at a primary school. Metronet has solid guidelines. We've already seen some of those roadside swales. Main roads would love to do this as well. We've got the local government, LGIS, that's the State Football Centre. So all of our service providers are also doing this as well. Development industry, local government, state government, everybody's doing it in little bits. But why do we feel like it's not enough? We have awesome networks, and thank you to everybody coming today. That large bunch down the bottom is the old Water Sensitive Transition Network. and then there's some new, but then we've also got these groups. So the Green Space Alliance has got a fantastic AILA and its networks. Everybody is connecting. I hope that's enough. We have some incredible champions. So the recent Water Awards, and this was just at the Waterwise Awards. So Mandra, I've seen you guys in the room. Congratulations on the Platinum Council and all of the other local governments. So everybody really is trying hard and doing it well, working well. I'm hopefully getting into something good. Why isn't it enough? I don't know. Those graphs really freaked me out. Hey, oops, because that's supposed to be there. Ultimately, we're still delivering stuff that's bad. And I don't know if it's just because it's been in train for so long and it's like too hard to change at the last minute. Are we working together well enough? What's the time? Oh my, fabulous. So where I'm leading into is maybe it's about making sure that we are all on the same page and we have this collective shared vision for what it is here in our landscape in Perth and Peel.